See, women have been given a chance in all the fields nowadays. So I was lucky enough that I got a chance to serve in the United Nations in 2006. That's how my background was there. And 2010 onwards, I have been associated with the training part of the United Nations, in consonance with the UN Women and the Center for United Nations Peacekeeping in Delhi. So keeping in my training, I have a forte in the UN. So that's why I think that was the reason they've selected me as a UN contingent commander to lead the Indian contingent in the ASEAN exercise. That exercise was all about interoperability and sustain the peace among the ASEAN nations. So we were training them, all kind of how are we going to operate, because every individual has their tactics. Different army has different tactics altogether. But when we operate in common platform, how are we going to operate it? They have different modus of operandi, we have different modus of operandi. For example, you have to fire someone. So we fire on the leg. But in the UN, you have to fire first on the air. You have to caution them. So different kind of drills are there. So we were setting the drills. So it was good exposure, and definitely it was a proud moment for me to be selected as a UN contingent commander, and especially as a woman. And I've been involved in the outreach campaign, that is student outreach campaign that is being conducted in all the commands. So that time when I go to home and I discuss with my husband and I say, if I get this chance, I want to actually motivate the youth. Because we have seen the army, we are serving there, but there are generations who will come and they're going to build the nation. So who's going to build the nation? Who's going to teach them? We have learned, now it's time to teach them. So we want to get involved into this. Yeah. And that's how I've been involved in the outreach campaigns in the Shell. We were like a pilot, Yeah. People were watching us whether we were able to do it or not. So we were sent like on an experimental basis. But today you see the kind of training we have 1 year of training. So according to training and according to their mental and physical stamina, women can do anything and they can be sent anywhere. Example is the naval lady officer today. How? At Tarini speaks about itself. And there are n number of lady officers who have done wonders. And they have broken all glass ceiling. They're trailblazers. And I think one should not think about a muscle mass. So like you just mentioned it about it. It's not just about the physical, it's about the mental as well. Yeah. I always narrate one story. When I got commissioned as a lieutenant, I was in Kashmir. I was posted in Nagrota. So, when you join the armed forces, generally people think it's, you have to defend the border. But there are a number of works in the army. That's why your personality get groomed. You grow as a good manager. You have all the skills. So, first time when I was tasked to check the patrol. So, I was like, okay. Because my 10 days of service, I went to the room and I checked the Presi. We have a book where everything is written, how to go about patrolling. So, I read it and I went to CHM. Company Havaldar Major, and I said, okay, I'm ready for patrolling. So I sat on there's a right-hand vehicle. I sat on a vehicle and we moved out on Charlie Hill, and then we got done. I did my patrolling. Whole day I wasn't on patrolling. And I think I was the first lady to move out for the patrolling the Nagrota in CI area. And when I was not there, and everybody got shocked where she has gone, because they have asked me to check the petrol and diesel, which was there in the tank. Not that patrolling. And when I came back, I had a lot of, you can understand what I have undergone, because then said, who told you to check this? We told you to check the petrol. But that was a mindset, that kind of training we have been imparted. Yes. Defending the border, you have to be in CI area. So then I've learned the lesson. There are a number of things in the army. That's why you groomed well. And one incident of Congo, which is very near and dear to me in my heart. I've done a lot of work in Congo, and there was one girl in Donde Marie orphanage. Her name was Zainabu, and I fought with the United Nations system, and I requested them if I can help this girl to move from Kinshasa to eastern part of Congo.
She was separated from her family.
Yeah.
She was not she couldn't able to find her family, but she caught on to her.
Because I used to visit to orphanage, so she requested me. I said, okay, ma'am, I'll try my best. You can't have a false promise to local population. But somehow we could help her. And I took her from one place to another, and I could leave her with her parents. And when I was leaving, she cried. And she used to speak, smattering of French and Swahili. And she started crying. I was just like, Tafadule, Nuchukue, Pamoja. Please take me along. She spoke in Swahili, please take me along. And she started saying, I'm going to miss you. So that was a movement, I'm just trying to tell the Indian Army, not only defending the borders, not only protecting or safeguarding the sovereignty or territorial integrity. Indian Army also been employed in the United Nations as a peacekeepers. We're also defending our internal
Yeah.
unrest and proxy war and even involved in the aid to civil, whatever we've been called.